What is up, guys? Zay from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to commentate a MUT Seasons Legends Super Bowl game. My opponent is an absolute moron. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zay Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my strategy site, GridIronGamePlans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players in the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. And in this particular commentary, I will be running my spread offensive game plan focused mainly on the spread ace. If you guys want to watch me while I am playing live, you guys can check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZanMadden. The link is below in the description. I do stream there every single weekday, sometime between 1 and 2 p.m. Central Time until probably 5 or 6 in the evening. So you guys can definitely check me out there 5 times a week on the channel as well. Now, in this particular game, I am playing on the All Madden ladder. This is, to me, the best way to play MUT. I find that it is, to me anyways, the most consistent brand of Madden. And you can see here that I'm actually going to be facing what is mainly a Steelers theme team. And I get started off with a C route. We'll get back to that here towards the tail end of the video. Now, my opponent, you know, I'm not trying to cast a blanket statement, but I find that my games over or against rather the Pittsburgh Steelers theme teams all feel the same. It just feels like all the fluke goes against me. And the pace of play when you play Steelers players, it feels like they just run their offensive and defensive playbooks and they just go crazy. They snap the ball immediately and just throw whatever, and it never seems like things get punished. Now, I gave up a quick score right there. Definitely some things that I've got to tune on drive number 2. I'm going to go to work here on offense. Again, I am in the spread offensive playbook. You guys can get this playbook in MUT by going to the store, into the training tab, and spending 250 training points on a alternate offensive playbooks fantasy pack. You'll want to choose the pass bounce playbook. For some reason or another, it has a different name in MUT. But you can see here that I'm basically using my 2 receiver, 2 tight end, 1 running back personnel from the shotgun. I basically give everybody the ball. I'm going to take what's given to me. Some games it's going to be a heavy dose of Herschel Walker. Some games it'll be a heavy dose of Lamar Jackson. Other games it'll be Tyreek Hill going nuts. But you see here early on, my opponent's theme team is shedding. They're getting after the quarterback. Here I go to roll out and I throw a nice little corner route to Kyle Brady. I get that possession catch on the sideline. I'll tell you what, man, Kyle Brady, he is quietly one of the best tight ends in the game. I know he's not the top end speed that you look for typically in MUT, but when you're looking for a guy that can block nearly anyone in the game and still get open, especially against the zone meta now, Kyle Brady is your guy. So definitely go get him. But you can see here, I am getting absolutely mauled by TJ Watt. Which brings me to my next point. I'm using Jadeveon Clowney on defense myself. I recently picked him up that golden ticket from the Easter promo, and I just don't find that Clowney really flashes off the screen, but TJ Watt continues to every game. Now, on defense, I am running my 2-4-5 defensive game plan. This is, I believe, out of the 3-4 book. I want to have a little bit of 3-3-5 as well. And you see right here that it's just, you can't really tell with me splicing the action from, you know, snap to whistle together. It just looks like a quick paced game. But my opponent literally is playing this fast. He just calls a play, rolls out, snaps, and like you see right here, he's willing to throw whatever at me. Again, here I am using my 2-4-5 game plan. Right here, he goes to an S post, and that's in traffic. Going to bring up 4th and 11. Here on 4th and 11, he's going to go to an out route, and Darius Hayward-Bay hangs on the sideline for that possession catch. And again, you know, this is just kind of the way that I find that the Steelers theme teamers play, man. It's so fast-paced, random. They hop around formation to formation. You've seen that he's gone from empty to I-form tight to single back wing tight, back to empty. And, you know, all the animations seem to be going his way, and his Patrick Mahomes was a problem, man. The way that he just got out of the pocket with him, it made me wonder why I'm using Lamar. Obviously, I'm being a little bit facetious right here as he ditches that ball out of bounds. 3rd down and 9. Again, back here in the empty. I'm trying to lock the field up. He dumps it down underneath to Shockey on the stick route and falls forward for the 1st down. So again, throwing a little 5-yard route on 3rd and 9, and it ends up picking up a 1st down. I just cannot get the guy off the field. Here on 2nd and 10. Absolute dime to the back seam right there against the middle of field closed concept. He squeezed that ball down the seam, and he's able to go up 14-3. So I'm in a lot of trouble right here. A little bit of a short kickoff. He gives me decent field position at the 29. Little stop and go hezzy with Tyreek Hill trying to get out of bounds. Can't get there. 10 seconds left here in the half. I decide to roll out with Lamar and just take off with him. And I'm able to make Shazier miss, and I get down at the 42. So I burn my final timeout. I'm praying with me having the ball at half that I have a little bit of wind. I don't have the acres yet. So I bring out my kicker, and on all Madden, you can't see if you can make it, but I definitely can tell I've got a 7-mile-an-hour wind right here. My opponent is an idiot. As you guys know, EA patched this last week. He was trying to stand offsides on purpose in front of my kicker to make it so I couldn't make the kick and wouldn't get the benefit of the penalty for a untimed down. But fortunately, just last week, EA fixed that. So the 5-yard penalty makes the kick a little bit shorter on me. And you see right here from 54, even into a 7-mile-an-hour wind. That is a huge play. Again, I've got the ball at half, and this makes it a 1-possession game, 14-8. You can see that I'm cackling at how big of an idiot my opponent is for that play. And we'll see if it comes back to bite him. So here to start off the second half, Tyreek Hill returning the kick out to about the 22-yard line, and I go back to work from there. Rolling out right here. Look at that hook curl, man. I went right back to the play that I went to Kyle Brady on my first drive, and that time that hook curl really played a great route right here. So I decided to pick up a little bit of pace, and I dump it quick to the running back in the flat. With him playing his zones back, I have to take the underneath. Right here, I'm looking at the shot play, trying to roll out and chuck it deep. Nothing doing right there, so I just scramble out of bounds. As I watch this tape back, I kind of find that I was maybe a little shot play heavy. He was definitely playing a too high shell. Here again, a nice little stop and go, juke back to the inside. Got to be careful right there with Polamalu having the enforcer. He about caused a fumble. Again, rolling out here, looking for the Kyle Brady play. Toe tap down inside the 3 to the 2. 0-1 trap. Gets an instant shed from his JJ Watt. Now I audible from that same formation down into the goal line package. If you want my red zone scheme, I uploaded it last week here on the channel. It's this gun wing tight down into goal line scheme here in the spread playbook. I think it's one of the harder to stop inside the 5-yard schemes in the game because you have the jet touch pass, which you see right here, going for 2 to tie the game, and he stretches it out. Good defense right there. So it remains a 14-12 lead with just inside 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And so we kick off. Antonio Brown's going to bring it back out to the 17. He goes back to work with the fast-paced offense. I don't know why he went to the bunch. Every single time he went in bunch, I pretty much locked him up in this game. Right here, a little drag underneath, finds Heath Miller for, about 9 yards. And then he goes right back to the Wildcat. Again, just the frantic pace of this opponent, snapping the ball immediately. Here he goes to a bubble. Right there, when he goes into that trio, I kind of tell myself, okay, if I see that trio again, I need to go 0-yard purple zones to make sure he can't throw that bubble, because I'm going to need that in a big spot. I was really happy that he showed me that play in a spot where he had a lead, as opposed to maybe a spot, especially in the 3rd quarter, where he might be milking it out late, because he wasted that bullet, in my opinion. You'll see why here later. Again, rolling out, just gets, toe tap animation. And here's Mahomes on the run, scrambling. I click off, and he's able to slide and pick up 8 yards. Here, 3rd and 2, I play those 0-yard purple zones, and I'm able to get the tackle for loss on the bubble screen, baited him in the call, and he's going to settle for a field goal. So a 5-point lead with 3:36 to go in the ball game. I have a chance to take a lead here on this money drive. John Taylor, I just get down, and we go right back to work. Tyreek Hill on the stop and go outside, catch a block from Kyle Brady, and that's going to spring me across midfield down to the 40. A little stop and go action down inside the red zone down to the 16. Now here I'm going to go ahead and go to a gadget play to Lamar, scoot out of bounds. That's going to be 2nd down and short. I go back to a midline call right here, and the defense bites, and I'm able to outflank TJ Watt, and just like that, I'm up top. I go for 2 out of that wing tight, hit the 0-1 trap, and now I'm up a field goal. Absolutely massive right here with still 2:44 to go in this ball game. Again, you think back on this, the 3 points that I'm up, that's the 3 points that my opponent tried to cheat at half to keep me from getting, but did not know that I was not in range. Again, we'll see how big that looms. Underneath right here to Dree Archer. Good defense as Jamal Adams pries that loose, and a big 4th down and 6 coming up. Now, I'm not snipping this play out because I want to talk about, if you remember the first play in the game, my opponent ran a C route. So I'm going to go ahead and come out right here. I'm going to go to my quarters call, and I'm watching. And watch his left receiver. He pats his helmet here on this play. And when he does this, I'm thinking, okay, he's throwing a smart out route. So I change my corner on the outside to a cloud flat. No, I've got to get over the top. I see that inside release, think C route, and it ends up being an S post. Absolutely beautiful chess match right there, as my opponent is able to pick up the 1st down. I was really frustrated with myself, but that's the way I had to play given his tendencies. Here he goes underneath, Shockey for a gain of about 6, 3rd down and 4. You see right there, there's that C route again, but everything else in the bunch completely bagged, and he gets a route bounce from hell and gets down inside the 30. So now here, going to the back corner of the end zone, I don't know why he tried that ball to a naked ability receiver. That could have been picked, should have been picked. Here, maybe has the tight end post open, but is rolling out, throws this off his back foot for a prayer. I can't get the click on in time. 3rd down and 10. Again, diving post to the goal line, and I'm thinking, oh, well, GG's, it's over now. I'm only up 3. I got to burn my timeouts. But I hit that 60, jacks out in the backfield for a loss of 2. Then he goes wing tight. I shoot that gap, able to get a tackle for loss here. Biggest play of the game, and Derek Brooks and Ronnie Lott show up with another stop. So we get the hold the door from the 1, and it's 20-20 with 13 seconds left in this ballgame. So here's the kickoff. It's going to go to Sean Taylor. He does have a fumble problem on kick returns, and I'm lucky that I was able to hold on to that one there. Kind of one more play here before the end of the game. I try a shot play, set up Julio, try to get him across the safety's face, but I just don't have enough giddy up on that throw. So with 3 seconds left, quarters 3 deep, I go to a gadget run, try to scramble, little stop, catch a block, try to get to the outside, and he's able to rally up and make the tackle. So we're heading to overtime, 20-20, and I'm going to receive the kick to start overtime. And as you guys have seen, I've been very, very efficient here on offense. I haven't really, since my first drive where I got shedded like crazy, had too much trouble. Again, you see that I just have one ability on my center. Right here, I roll out. My only mistake of the game, should have been picked, wasn't. And, you know, I'll take that because my opponent's gotten a million breaks. Go back to the gadget run, and I fat thumb it. I should have been out 100 times out of 100 right there, but the old man stick shows. Right here, rolling out, look for Kyle Brady, and Lamar sells me, overthrows that ball out of bounds. 2nd and 10 from my 40. I go back to the same play. My opponent users it. I leak Shockey out over the middle late, pick up the 1st down. Jet touch pass, picking up the tempo. Catch a block from Herschel. Catch a block from Julio. Now I'm outside, inside the red zone. Gadget call, try to stretch it out. Lamar may be a little bit tired right there, couldn't get the edge. Now we go back to the the A slot, try the 0-1 trap, thinking he'll shoot the inside. Nothing doing. Hit him with an RPO, 1st down inside the 10. Gadget play, he run commits that time. I should have thrown the ball to the flat. Here we go with the 0-1 trap. Herschel Walker down to the 1, and here we go. That wing tight offense that I just put on the YouTube channel down into goal line just last week. Talked about how this is the best red zone inside the 10-yard scheme in the game, and Lamar on the QB sneak punches it in, and I'm able to get out of Dodge with this Super Bowl victory. This was a sweaty game, man, and I think it just goes to show karma. Karma can be a real thing. My opponent had no idea that I was kicking into a 7-mile-an-hour wind, and he decided to try to cheat, not knowing that EA had fixed the glitch. And I got my untimed down, which allowed me to get the 3 points. And all's well that ends well. We end up winning in overtime. Take a look here. Not the most efficient game for me right there. That first drive, I was a little bit sloppy on. Had a couple bad breaks, but you see right here, I mean, look at the drop picks. I had 4 or 5 of them. By the looks of it. I had a lot of bad luck against me on top of my opponent trying to cheat me out of the game, but it was a really, really good game. If you guys enjoyed this offensive commentary, this commentary in general, if you guys want the offense or the defense, please go over to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. That's vault updates every week and every single offensive and defensive game plan. I have rejuvenated my interest in playing this game here with this ace offense, and I hope that you guys will give it a serious look because it is a major problem for the meta. Whether you're an over G player or a 3-3-5 wide player, this offense absolutely shreds those defensive formations and those popular defensive metas that so many players like to play. I have already released the 2x2 spread as well on the website. I would hope you guys would kind of fuse that in. A couple of the huge snaps, that conversion on 3rd and 12 there in overtime to get down inside the 10, that was out of the 2x2 spread. That has been on the website as well. And of course the defense, I feel like I played pretty good defense. Anytime you drop 4 or 5 picks, I mean, you're talking 4 or 5 turnovers I should have caused my opponent right there. But nonetheless, a great game. And I would say GG's my opponent, but honestly, he tried to cheat. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Check out the website, subscribe here to the channel. I'll see you guys here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.